horumarinta wasiirka hawlaha guud iyo guriyeynta wasiirka xigeenka wasaaradda hawlaha guud guriyeynta ambassador Nicholas oo Midowga Yurub safiirka waa marti sharafta kale iyo bahda saxaafadda dhamaantiin assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh run ahaantii maanta waxay noo tahay hawl muhiima oo aynu qabanayno mashruuca dib u dhiska marin wadooyinka dalka oo wax weyn u tari doona isku xidhka maamulada iyo dalka guud ahaanba 42 milyan waa wax yar marka loo eego baahida weyn ee aynu qabno inaan dalkeena isku xidhno laakiin waa bilow aad u fiican oo aan qabno in ay ku soo dhiiradaan wadamada kale ee caalamka ee aan saaxiibada nahay inagala shaqeeyaan waa bilow wanaagsan oo aan ugu hambalyeynayno Midowga Yurub taageerada joogtada ah ee ay mar walba inala garab taagan yihiin iyo wada shaqeynta fiican oo inaga dhaxaysa annagana haddaan nahay dawladda federaalka waxaan u taagannahay in aanu banyaal iyo isla xisaabtan wax kasta oo aanu qabanaynaaba ay ahaadaan waxaan rabaa inaan in yar afgriisi maadaama aynu hawshan saxayno uga faa'iideeyo Nicholas iyo qolyaha kaleba bismillaahir rahmaanir rahiim your excellency Master Nicholas Belanga Martinez distinguished guests honorable ministers good afternoon today marks a very important day for Somalia and I am honored to be present to witness the signing ceremony of a financial agreement to which the European Commission has agreed to contribute 42 million euros to the Somalia Regional Corridors Infrastructure Program. This is the beginning of a long-lasting alliance between Somalia and the European Union, and we are grateful to be given this opportunity to make strides toward the development of our nation. Somalia ranks amongst one of the poorest countries in the world, as decades of civil war have destroyed many of the foundations of Somali society. During the past few years, the Somali government has taken socio-economic and political measures to rebuild the foundations of the country and actively participate in the global economy. The sizable contribution by the European Commission to rebuild Somalia's roads is a remarkable achievement towards that end. The Somali Regional Corridors Infrastructure Program aims to support Somalia's efforts to foster economic growth and encourage the participation of various Somali regions in both the national and global economy. Through this program, the management of the nation's road sector will be ameliorated on a regional level to improve the links between cities around the country. Additionally, the program's targeted roads corridor will strengthen the capacities of both federal and regional institutions to better manage the road infrastructure. The total estimated cost of this program is 59.7 million euros and will be contributed to promoting the development of road in the regions of Galmudug, Hirshabelle, Jubaland, and Puntland of Somalia. The fundamental factors that determine the ability of any economy to achieve economic growth are the availability of economic resources to the society and the efficiency of these resources use. Additionally, the competitiveness of an economy is measured using multiple factors, one of which is the existence of a reliable and effective national infrastructure. A growing network of roads in Somalia will provide access to employment as well as access to social, health, and education services, thereby making Somalia's economy more competitive. Consequently, this will better prepare Somalia to fight against poverty and improve the nation's economy. With that said, I want to thank the European Commission for this important contribution to Somalia's development. We look forward to working together to make Somalia a more developed and peaceful nation. Thank you very much.
The Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister, with your permission, Deputy Prime Minister, it is the first time I face the media in Somalia, so I would like to say also hello to them, because you know these days communication and social media is a very important role in our daily work. So hello to all of you. Damahan Wanan Idin Salamei. I am really honored to represent the European Union this afternoon in this ceremony. As you know, the Deputy Prime Minister, I just arrived to the country a couple of weeks ago. Your President was very kind to me and allowed me to present my credentials just 2 days after I arrived. And now you are giving me the opportunity to sign together with you this financial agreement. And it was also, as you already highlighted, it's a very special financial agreement. In my opinion, politics and diplomacy have a lot in common, but above all, we have in common that we are obliged to build bridges and to connect people, and as you mentioned before. And this financial agreement, it is about that. It is about rehabilitating roads, making ordinary Somali citizens' lives more easier, and trying also to shorten the time, I don't know, from Bosaso to Beledweyne or to Galkayo, and or to Beledweyne to Mogadishu. So I'm really honored on behalf of the EU to be present with you. We are, the idea in this, with this about 60 million euros, 42 coming from the EU and 18 coming from the African Development Bank. As you know, it is to rehabilitate 350 kilometers. 350 kilometers, if we think about that distance, it is a significant distance. But you were right also mentioning that Somalia is a country with a long networks of roads, and we have to continue working to improve not only these 350, but more. As you probably know, there is an ongoing project already working in Somaliland and in Puntland, which has also an additional 140 kilometers. This project is well advanced, and I hope that we can go together with you or with the Minister Jamal or with the Minister of Public Works to really to inaugurate that. And we will make an effort also to bring some of the people from the media to this opening, because I think it will be good for them also, not only to witness the signature of this agreement, but also the complete realization, the complete implementation of this agreement, and probably also to see the faces of ordinary Somali citizens when they see how their lives have been facilitated. I'm also, I think it is important also to underline that this intervention, it is part of a regional strategy. And this regional strategy has not been defined by the EU, has been defined by you. Your Minister of Finance was last weekend in Addis Ababa, working with his peers about what we call the Horn of Africa initiative. This is a big infrastructure initiative in which the EU and the World Bank are the leaders, but again, it was very encouraging to see ministers. I mean, sometimes we see, we don't give value to all the things that really reunited the countries, Somalia with its neighbors. Sometimes when talking publicly or even in our discussions, we put more emphasis in things that are separating, but those things that separate you are things that separate us in Europe before or separate Europe with its neighbor as well. But I think it is good that we start giving more importance to things that are uniting you, which are uniting us. And you see, neighbors do not change. I mean, it is not like you cannot divorce from your neighbors. Your neighbors will always be there in one side or the other. So this project, this road also has an economic component, but I think it has also a political component with Kenya, with Ethiopia, with other neighbors. So it is very, very, very interesting, and we should try to shorten the implementation time. In the financial agreement, it is mentioned 48 months of implementation. But really, we should do our best, you, your services, ADB services, our services as well, to see how we can shorten this implementation period. And that's why in this financial agreement, there are two main objectives. One is clear, is the rehabilitation of roads. But there is another one, which is also probably as important as the first one, even if we don't mention it usually, which is the building capacities. The use of the procurement services and the procurement procedures of your government, of the federal member states government. So I think these building capacities, this training, this definition of procedures, the use of this procedure is probably as important as the building of roads, because these roads need to be maintained afterwards, needs to be sustained afterwards, and need to have a stronger institutions able to follow them. So this is inside this financial agreement, and again, all together makes me very honored to be with you this morning. So thank you again. I have found when I reached Somalia a wonderful level of confidence, of sincere dialogue between the federal government of Somalia and the European Union. I mean, you can count on my engagement, my commitment to keep it, and if possible to reinforce, to strengthen this level of cooperation. Thank you very much.